All right, we're gonna clean a ready mix truck here. So you can see we've got some dirt, grime, concrete buildup. We're gonna tackle that right now. Now, first step, we always wanna start with getting the vehicle wet or the surface wet because that helps act as a vehicle for the acid to be more effective. All right, as you can see, I wet the entire truck, and now we're gonna start first with the heavy concrete remover application. Generally, we're gonna get up here onto the top of the truck first and start to work our way from the top to bottom so the liquid can work its way down. Generate that nice foam. Foam helps it really stay on the actual metal itself and not fall off the vehicle, so we like to add as much foam as we can. You can see I coated it pretty well, and we're gonna let that, we've started our 15-minute timer. Now, since we've got the heavy concrete remover applied, now we're gonna focus on the barrel, we're gonna focus on the wheels, the areas that the daily acid really shines. So we'll just rub that on the barrel, try to get as much liquid on there as we can. Really scrub that barrel. We're just about 8 minutes in. You can see the reaction occurring on the concrete. I've applied daily on the wheels, on the fenders, used it to attack the grease on the chassis a little bit. We'll do more, but here's a good idea. This is how you know that the effect is working. You can see the bubbling occurring, and that gives you a good idea of what it's doing to that concrete there. So that's what I'm talking about. Woo! All right, so now I've rinsed with water where we did the daily. You can see the wheels are shining, looking good. And now let's go back to where we hit the heavy concrete, and you can start to see the effect that it's having as it's taking off that concrete. So now I'm just gonna put the brush up here, and this is more for effect to show you what it's starting to do, but you can see where that ring was completely covered in concrete before. We're seeing quite the buildup under there. You can tell too where the foam is helping, but we're obviously getting quite a bit of removal of the concrete, which is good. That's what we're aiming for. And after we do it once, it may need another bath. You can see on the panel here, just putting a little brush on it, and you can see some of that goodness that's happening. It's really good. Love it. Up here, anything where the acid is staying flat on the surface, you're gonna see some good effect. We also say water volume and velocity is a big deal. If you have a pressure washer, that's ideal. If not, trying to get a nozzle on the end of the hose helps significantly. Because the acid breaks into the Portland bond, it creates micro fissures. The more pressure and water you can get into those, you'll start to crack them more easily and clean off that concrete more quickly. So here's a good example as we're creating a little water velocity with this nozzle here. And the more we can get that on there, I'm gonna get closer, but it'll get my camera wet. But I'm gonna get close to really hammer it. Okay, so this is complete. Rinse it all off. You can see barrel's looking good. Big difference. Here's another view. The headlights are looking great. We do a lot of work. Products are safe on the headlights to make sure your lights are good in early morning, late at night. But that's a big deal, keeping those lights nice and clean, and these products will do an incredible job at that. And then I showed you this earlier, but look at this panel now. It's completely clean. There's still a little bit of residue on here with concrete. We'll work to get that off, but across the board looks substantially different, I'm sure, as you can tell. Again, I'll do some before and after pictures.